Good morning. It's Stuart Fensterheim, the couples expert, and welcome to another edition of 3 Minutes with Stuart. I'm sitting here in my backyard in Scottsdale, Arizona, and part of why I'm doing this is to make a point. And some people might say, here I am in a long sleeve shirt on this day, which is a day of record heat. It's 119 degrees. For those of you in the East Coast, that whole concept doesn't make any sense. And this is a record heat for Scottsdale. Part of why I'm doing that is if I sit here much longer, I'm going to sweat like crazy. And sweating is your body's way of releasing sort of the perspiration in your body to cool it down. And we're talking this week about happy couples who have relationships that they very much see as having a happy relationship, one in which the partner and them are doing quite well. And people forget that they need to really understand something, that there is sweat and energy that is an absolute essential ingredient to having a relationship that maintains a happy couplehood. I have so many couples who come to see me who are saying to me, you know, I've always thought that we were quite happy, and then my partner dropped a bombshell. They said they haven't been happy for many years. I didn't know that. How could you not know that? What goes into a relationship where two people are living together and there's not a similar experience? Part of that is avoiding the sweat and the work that goes into maintaining a relationship. A relationship doesn't stay happy for your 50, 60, 70, hopefully more years than that, without some dedication and work and sweat and tears to maintaining a happy relationship. You start out feeling loved and there's a lot of joy, and the hope is that you will have a relationship that will have that for your entire marriage. But so often our relationships get ignored. We don't put the blood, sweat, and tears into the relationship to maintaining that love. That requires checking in with our partners. It requires really understanding that two people living together change over time. And unless you talk about the issues, unless you don't have a sense that your partner is not accessible to you, you're going to have a relationship that's going to feel like it's doing well, but it's really a relationship that's filled with avoidance and not talking about the real issues. So I highly recommend people doing something that most people don't do. We look and we see a family doctor once a year because we say we don't want anything bad to happen to our bodies, so we do our annual checkup. I highly recommend couples finding a counselor that they can see at a minimum once every 6 months to just check in, to have an expert, because that's what we are. We're experts in relationships. Have an expert that you sit down with to help assess how you're doing. Hopefully, it's a quick session in which the three of you determine rather quickly that things are doing quite well and that there's nothing left to do but just go live your life and check in again in another 6 months or so. Do that. Your relationship is worth the time and energy and dedication to making sure your marriage stays the loving one that you hope it will always be. Take care, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.